Today I wrote up something on chakras, and it's like the energy that you hold in different areas of your body. And so at the end, I'm going to do a guided meditation kind of revolving around that. So we're going to start out laying on our backs in supine pose or corpse pose. And we're going to relax just into the ground and just take a moment to bring yourself to the mindset that you're just here for yourself and just be present in this moment. Take a deep breath in and count how many seconds it takes. Count how many seconds it takes to exhale. And try to match up your breaths. If you find yourself thinking of outside thoughts, bring yourself back to your breaths. Staying on your back, keeping one leg straight, you're going to pull one into your chest. Slowly pulling it closer and exhaling deeper into the stretch. Switch legs. Be conscious of what you're feeling, what areas are tight, where you're holding your tension and stress. Switch legs. If anything hurts, let up and just listen to your body. Switch legs. Taking a breath in and exhaling as you pull it close. With both legs extended, bring them up so your feet are flat on the floor and your knees are pointing to the ceiling. You're going to push your hips up with your hands flat on the floor, shoulders into the ground. Hold it, squeezing your glutes. And then lower back down. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you lift. And lower. Take a breath in and exhale. On this one, as you exhale and lower your hips, you're going to raise your hands above your head. Take a breath in, and then exhale as you bring your hands back to your hips and lift them off the floor. Exhale and lower. Continue this series at your own pace. Two more. On this last one, when your feet or when your hips are back down on the mat, you're going to roll over into child's pose. Extending your hips back, reaching your hands forward and resting your head on the mat. You can open up your legs so that your belly can drop through. And take a few breaths. Bring yourself back to clearing your head and recognizing what your body's feeling. On your next exhale, lift up into table pose and rock your hips further forward. Tucking your toes, you're going to bring your hips back. And then rock forward. And then bring your hips back. The next time you're back, you're going to sway your hips to one side and do a circle to the other. Switch sides. And then rock your hips back into child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to come back up on our exhale into table pose. Shoulders above wrists, knees below hips. And we're going to arch our backs and tuck our chin to our chest into cat pose. Take a breath in and exhale, arching your back, pulling your belly button towards the ground. Tucking your shoulders into the blades and reaching your head up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and exhale back into cat. You can continue this vinyasa or flow at your own pace, following your breaths. Two more. Find yourself back at table pose. We're going to extend one arm and one leg reaching behind us. Opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping your flat back. And then pull it in. Inhale And exhale as you reach, pointing your head so that it's looking at the ground and pulling in front. And exhale. If that's too much, you can switch one leg and then do one arm and then do the other leg and then do the other arm. Or you can continue to do opposite arm, opposite leg. One more on both sides. So going from table, we're going to reach one leg back and then the other, and slowly lower ourselves to the ground, putting the tops of our feet on the mat. We're going to place our forearms on the ground in front of us, so our elbows are beneath our shoulders. Pull our shoulders back, lift our chin or our chest up, tuck our chin in, and tighten your core into Sphinx pose. And then lower down. And then come back up. Lower down on your exhale. Exhale at the top. On the next time that you're up and prone, lower your head and push back into child's pose. And then lift up, lift your knees up off the mat into downward dog. Pedal your heels into the ground. If you'd like, you can hold your heel towards the ground, or you can continue to pedal them. From downward dog, you're going to reach one, actually, let's do this. We're going to go into plank and reach one foot forward, and then the other in between our hands. We're going to lift into monkey, lifting our back up and placing our hands on the front of our knees. And then we're going to lift to mountain, extending our fingers towards the ground, putting our feet flat into the floor, pulling our shoulders back and our chin in. And breathe into that pose. So turn so you're facing the long way towards your mat. Your feet are pointed towards it. And you're going to take a step out with one leg, and then actually let's do cactus arms, having your arms here You're going to pull your arms into the sides so your elbows are there and your wrists are flat. And then you're going to extend. Actually, yeah. You're going to extend your arms and lower into a squat. Point your feet out and it'll make it so that you can open up a bit deeper into the stretch. And then bring your arms back in. And inhale. And exhale. This is called moonflower. Be conscious of pulling your core in and squeezing your glutes. A few more. Point your feet so that they're straight towards the front of the mat. And you're going to inhale, bringing your arms up. And then exhaling, bringing your arms down and back towards the hips. And so you're just hanging there. Relax your head. And then lift up, keeping your core tight. Raising your hands above your head as you inhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Okay, we're going to add slight squat into it. So you're going to exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Okay, we're going to turn our feet out. Widen our stance a little bit. Exhale. And inhale. This is sunflower. I'm slowly doing this. We're going to move into our next vinyasa or flow. I'm just going to turn this way, you don't have to. So standing in mountain pose, contract everything. Find yourself rooted in this pose again. Take a breath in and exhale into chair pose. And then bring your arms back around, lowering them to the hips, back into mountain pose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Fix this one. 2 more. We're gonna go into our next series facing the front of our mat, the short side. We're gonna step back from mountain with one foot into warrior one, both feet pointed forward, arms up. And then we're gonna open ourselves up, stretching our arms out. The front leg is bent, your feet are pointed towards the short end of the mat. And then you turn your back foot so it's pointed towards the long side of the mat at an angle. I feel like that's really loud. I just do that. Sorry about that. So from warrior two, you're gonna tilt the front hand up towards the ceiling, reaching the back hand down along your leg, keeping your core tight. And then reach forward, switching the direction you're leaning, reaching your fingertips along the side of your front leg. And then extend that front leg. This, if it's too much of a stretch here, go ahead and lift up. Relax your hand if you need to, just don't push it on your knee. Hold it in triangle. If that's too much, go ahead and bend it back into side angle. If you haven't already, bend your knee back into side angle and lift up into warrior two. And then turn and rotate the back foot so that you're back in warrior one. Losing my balance. And then step forward with the back leg and lower your hands back into mountain. With the other leg, you're gonna step back. So we're just doing the same thing, just opposite side. Take a breath in and relax into this pose. Making sure your front knee isn't passing over your toes and it's lined up with your big toe. Take a breath in, open up to warrior two, rotating your back foot. Reach up with the front arm towards the ceiling. Reach forward and switch the way you're leaning into side angle, keeping your knee bent. And then straighten that front leg. Relax your head. Bend back to side angle and lift up into warrior two. Swinging your arm down and into front of you, lift the back leg and go back into Warrior One. Take a breath in and exhale and step back into Mountain. So we're going to practice tree from mountain. So standing in mountain, contract everything and really contract your glutes. Pull your core in. Lean to one side, the side that is going to be your base, and lift one foot up, dragging it up the side of your leg. So drag one foot up to the side of your leg and bring your hands up to your chest. Or if you want, open your arms up for some balance. If you want more of a challenge, lift your foot up. Just don't rest it on top of your knee or on the side of your knee. If you fall, that's okay. Just reset and practice balancing. On your next exhale, lower back down into mountain. And we're going to do the other side now. So lean, drag the foot towards your ankle. Bring your hands to your chest. Lift your chest up and pull your core in. If you find yourself falling, ask yourself, are you squeezing your glutes to give your hips stability? Are your shoulders pulled back and your head pulling towards the ceiling? Is your core tight? On your next exhale, go ahead and lower. And get back into mountain pose. And reground yourself. Take a few breaths because that was some work. Okay, so we're gonna go into a plank variation. If you'd like, any point in this, you can go into child's pose to rest. But for mountain, you're gonna go into monkey, reaching your hands on your top thighs, hinging at the hips. And you're gonna reach down to the ground. Walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward and get into plank. Shoulders over wrists. And we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Tighten your core, squeeze your glutes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and drop your knees. We're going to to take a 10-second break. If this is too much, you can go into a knee plank, reaching your knees further away and lifting your feet up off the ground and really pulling your core in. Or you can go down, something in between would be going down to your elbows and holding it that way. Alright, lift back up into your version of a plank. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and drop. So that's 2, and we're going to do 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Get ready to lift up. 9, 10, and rise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and drop. These are getting hard. We're at 3. Guess I'm throwing a bit of Pilates in here. Sorry, y'all. It's good for you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lift. Act as if you're squeezing a quarter in between your shoulder blades. 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. We got 2 more. That was 4. I haven't done these in a while. Take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Alright, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lift. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your core in. 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Let's switch it up on y'all. Seven, 8, 9, 10, and drop. And pull your hips back into child's pose. And just take a few breaths, nice and slow. From child's pose, lift up and lay flat on your stomach, relaxing your head into the floor. You can place your palm there on your forehead to give it a bit of support. And then reach back with one hand, wrapping your hand around your ankle with your knee pointed towards the bottom of the mat. Getting a quad stretch, making sure that your knees are pulling together. And just breathe into the stretch. Alright, go ahead and lower that leg and switch sides. Take a few more breaths and lower your leg. Reach forward with your hands, stretching out. With your feet flat on the ground, the tops of your feet, and the palms of your hands flat on the ground. Lift up. Squeezing your glutes. Your head's looking at the mat, and lower. Take a few breaths and lift up again. And lower. Alright, we're going to do another one of these. Inhale and exhale as you lift. Remember to breathe. And lower. Go ahead and take some time to rest. Pull back into child's pose if you need. If you're not already in child's pose, reach your hips back and go ahead and relax into it for a moment. When you're ready, flip onto your back with your knees flat on the ground and your hips pointed, your knees pointed to the ceiling. Bring them into your chest. And rock them back in circles. Rotate it. If you're not already doing so, switch which direction you're rotating. If you find yourself thinking of other thoughts, bring yourself back to your breaths. Extend one leg, keeping one knee towards your chest, keeping it hovering off the ground. And then pull that extended leg towards your chest as you extend the other. Continue to follow your breaths and switch your legs at the pace of them. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Place both feet so they're flat on the mat and knees are pointed towards the ceiling. And we're going to rotate back onto our bellies, placing our knees on the mat. We're going to face the long way of our mat and extend our knees, reaching towards the side with our feet, the sides of our feet flat on the ground and flexed. I don't know if you can see it this way, but my feet are pointed away from me, my heels towards my glutes. And you're just going to breathe into this. You can hold yourself up, you can lower. Go ahead and lift your chest up if it's not already, and slowly wobble your knees and pull them in. You're going to sit down on your booty and extend your feet so your feet are pointed towards the ceiling. Your back is tall, your core is in, your shoulders rolled back and chin's tucked in. And you're going to sit in this tall seated position. And then reach forward, keeping your chest up towards your toes, dragging your hands along the fronts of your leg. And stopping when you feel like your back is going to bend. Okay, go ahead and reach back into that tall seated position. Take a breath in and exhale back into that stretch. Inhale and exhale back into that tall seated position. Place your hands on the mat and reach one leg around. Just wiggle your way so that you're alongside the mat. Reach your legs out, point them, keeping that tall seated position, but you're in a straddle. And then point your feet towards the ceiling. You can place your hands down here if you need support. And then point your feet. And then reach them towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, bringing your chest towards the ground. making sure you're not bending your back. And then walk your hands to one leg, reaching your chest towards the knee. And then walk your hands to the other. And then walk back towards the center and reach towards the ground. If you're not at that point, it's okay. You can walk your hands as far out as works for you, and continue to walk back and forth, taking 2 breaths, holding in 1 stretch. So from the straddle pose, we're gonna place our hands underneath our knee pits, back of our knees, and lift them up and bring them together. Tuck one leg under and bring the other over and hug it. If you're not there, it's okay. You can always have it the bottom leg extended and cross the other one over, whichever works best for you. Go ahead and switch sides. Remember to sit tall. So uncross your legs and rotate so you're laying on the mat with your knees up. Walk your feet together and drop them apart from each other with the bottom of your feet touching. And this is restorative frog. And you're just gonna lay your hands down by the sides and relax. find your thoughts are drifting and you're thinking about whatever it is, go back to your breaths and count them. How many seconds does it take for you to inhale and then hold it for 2 seconds? How many seconds does it take for you to exhale and try to make it 2 more breaths than your inhale? So from supine butterfly, you're gonna bring your knees back together using your hands along the side of your legs. And you're gonna extend your legs and lay in corpse pose, or if you have a block or something like a blanket that you can roll up or a pillow, we're going to have our knees flat on the ground and lift your hips so that the block is underneath your hips where your sacrum's at. And you're going to extend your legs. If this is too much, you don't need to use the block or the blanket, or you can make it less or you can make it more. And this is going to stretch the front of your hips. Bring your shoulders back. If you haven't already, bring your feet up, lift your hips, and move your block or whatever you're using. And then bring your knees into your hips, into your chest. And then rock them back, move them in circles. It's a gentle movement. just going to take the last few minutes of this session to relax and meditate. Get in whatever position's most comfortable for you, whether it's flat on your back or in child's pose. So, in whatever position is most comfortable for you, go ahead and relax into it and find your breaths. So as you relax into this pose, imagine there's a vibrant ball of light, and it's at the bottom of your pelvis where your hips are at, and it's a red glowing light. Place your hand at the line of your hips below your belly button and take a deep breath in. This is your root chakra. And exhale. And keep imagining that light. And as you think about it, say, I am safe. I am safe. This vibrant light starts reaching up towards your belly button, and it starts to turn orange. Place your hand on your belly button. This is your sacral chakra. Take a deep breath in and exhale as you think about this orange, vibrant light. Say, I am worthy. I am worthy. This light starts to move up to your diaphragm, below your chest. Place your hand there and imagine a yellow glowing light. Inhale deep and exhale. Say, I am strong. I am strong. The light starts to move up along your chest to your heart, and it turns green. This is your heart chakra. Take a deep breath in, focusing on this green light, and exhale. Say, I am lovable. I am lovable. The glowing light moves up to your throat where your thyroid is. You don't have to place your hand there, but think about a blue ball of light. Take a deep breath in. Say, I am open. I am open. The light starts to move up along the spine and reaches your head right in between your eyes. And it turns indigo, violet, I think. And this is called your third eye. Say, I am connected with my higher self. I am connected with my higher self. This light moves up to the top of your head and turns purple. This is your crown chakra. Say, I am enlightened. Inhale deep. And slowly exhale. I am enlightened. Imagine this purple light expanding and turning into just a white background. And begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and bring yourself back to this present moment. And be proud of yourself for taking the time to take care of yourself and to bring awareness to your body. But you can continue to meditate, or if you're ready to sit up and go on with the rest of your day. But that is the end of the entire yoga session. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you.